Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Welcome to all the new subscribers. I appreciate the love, the likes, the comments, all that good shit. I wanted to try this new thing, like what's your love story. Some of it isn't always love, some of it's just regular life in general, but I did Aries, I'm going to do Libra. So what's Libra's love story? What is Libra's love story? Love, past, present, future, preferably more of the future, you know what I'm saying? What is Libra's love story? So I watched a video about one of my favorite readers, Intuitive Pathways. I can't remember her fucking name, but she was saying how, you know, there's some major signs to if someone doesn't like shuffle the cards or something, and it's like, I'm quite sure that if you are watching these videos, you're going to know what resonates, you're going to know what's fake, and you're going to know what's bullshit. If you don't, then I don't think that a YouTube video is going to tell you anything different. Things are going to speak to you when they're supposed to speak to you, and there's really nothing like, you know, it is what it is. Me personally, I've done the videos where it's just the cards, I've done the videos where it's just me. I've shuffled ahead of time because the shit takes a while sometimes, you know. Not everybody has 4 minutes to sit there and watch someone fucking shuffle some cards. It is what it is. Anyways, so far, what I have for you guys is the Ace of Pentacles, the Tower card, and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. The Ace of Pentacles tells me that there is a new start coming in for you, and it could be with money, or it could be just a new start in general, possibly with an Earth sign. Taurus, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, fellows. There's a major change or disruption that happened in your life or is going to be happening. It's not necessarily an unwanted change. Sometimes it is. For some people, it's a release. And it's really fast. And it comes in and it just takes out whatever's supposed to be gone most of the time. But it's a change that needs to happen most of the time because you're unable to make that change yourself. And it might have something to do with a person in your life where there was some laziness, there was some immaturity, or maybe this is talking about, if it's talking about unemployment, then maybe the Tower is going to come in because the Ace of Pentacles meaning in real life is a new job or a promotion, new income source. Pick your poison, you know what I mean? The bottom of the deck, we're going to go out this way for your guys' story. You have Justice in reverse. So there was something in your life where justice wasn't served in the correct way. And there was some dishonesty, there was some unfairness, and there were some legal problems that you had faced. You're really in your head about it. You had nightmares, grief, a lot of depression. You thought about going to the hospital because you were so worried and upset over this thing that happened in your life. You desire to have the long-term security with someone. You want to build your assets. Some of you, once again, could be getting an inheritance. There is a offer of love coming in from a possible water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. The King of Cups is someone who is emotionally balanced. They're really understanding. They're usually a really good parent. They're compassionate. Either way, they're in pursuit. And they want to offer you a cup of love, which is a new baby, relationship, proposal, marriage, or birth. Someone that you were dealing with, past or present, felt like they were left out in the cold. They felt like they wanted to work with you, but maybe you didn't want to be with them in that way. It could be an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or maybe you just feel like that in general, like you don't know what you really want to do with maybe your finances or your life, and you feel like you want to do something, but you're not really sure about it, so it's causing you a lot of stress. 10 of Wands talks about stress, exhaustion, too many responsibilities, and that you should ask for help, or you feel like you should ask for help, but you're not. Maybe a fire sign needs some help from you, but it is what it is. You have some rivalry. You have some disagreements going on in your life. But at the same time, basically this card is telling you that you need to focus on moving up in your life. Turn the positive things that you feel into a reality, because negative thoughts really do come into play. In the past, you were dealing with someone who was really promiscuous. You felt a lot of dissatisfaction. You felt like you or that person was really emotionally unreliable. But you do have a passionate person that wants to come in for you. And the Knight of Wands is all about they want a piece. They want to get it on. Okay? And they are usually they want an adventure, baby. Maybe it's you. Maybe you want a new adventure with someone. You're trying to create this. But usually the Knights and the Kings are always in pursuit of you. Fire sign. Our fire signs are Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. Doesn't necessarily have to be, but that's what keeps coming up. Someone isn't speaking their truth about how they feel. Could be you or this other person. Could be an air sign. Or it's just talking about you. Maybe you're not speaking your truth about how you really feel about somebody. And you feel like maybe you made the wrong choice when it comes to someone. Like maybe you or this other person was in denial about how you really felt. There is someone in your life who is really nurturing and healing and supportive that maybe you want to be with, but there have been some signs that have been associated with this card. So a Queen of Cups or a Queen of Pentacles is coming in for someone, or is just in your life. The Moon card comes in because there are some things in your life that you can't see. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing, but there are maybe there's some fear associated with just not knowing which way things are going to go in your life, because you have had some betrayal in your life. You have had some running away from your feelings. You have had betrayal. You have had dishonesty. Maybe you had a divorce that you grew up with, or an affair that you had saw as a child. So it left you kind of feeling abandoned, and like you just, like that's kind of what made you want to withdraw from your feelings. You have the King of Swords, who is very intentional about how they feel, and they're usually someone who is in pursuit of something, but it's also about how you're thinking. It's about how you maybe are, they're really opinionated, and they are in pursuit. They could be, or this just could be you coming into your power about what, maybe cutting the ties and the things in your life that you know need to go. You're just not taking any shit anymore. You do have a new romance or job coming in for you with a fire sign. I don't know who this fire sign is, but they're pretty fucking persistent, okay? And they really do want a new start with you. But you're coming from a place where you're trying to balance things. You're trying to compromise. Maybe you want to make a decision, or they are. This person, this is on both sides because it's a 2. So this person and you are trying to like figure out what you want to do, I think. It's a head over heart decision. And you are kind of thinking a lot about it. You're trying to get a better perspective on what it is that you want to do and how you want to go about this. Because you do want a new start, or forgiveness, or maybe this person does, and this is what they're thinking about. Then you have the Hermit card, which is talking about going within and kind of doing a personal, you know, kind of getting a personal, your own perspective on the way that you want to go about things in your life. Because then you have the Emperor card, which is usually a Taurus or an Aries person. And with all these fire signs I've seen, it could be very well be an Aries person who is all about strategic planning and structure and authority. And usually they're an entrepreneur, someone who knows what they want, and they bring that respect along with them. In the past, things didn't move forward with someone because there were some unfinished lessons. And you You felt like there wasn't reciprocity with this person, or maybe there is now, and it could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Or maybe you're at that point where you want to give, and you're at that give and take level with somebody. But there are some things in your life that probably need to go. You feel like you're stuck, and you don't know which way that you want to go. Even though people have come in and tried to offer you love and a romantic proposal, you're turning them down because in the past you've had other people that are probably violent and deliberately cruel, and they were out of control with how they talked to you and how they treated you. But you want to feel this friendship and celebration and like this community effort with someone. You want to feel like you're loved by someone, but you're unable to move on from something. You feel like something is keeping you stuck. And you might have a lot of too many choices or commitment issues due to past abuse or just some past experiences. You don't really want to commit to anyone because you're afraid to get your heart broken, and you don't want to feel any type of loss or depression because you already have enough. Swords are thoughts or feelings, and it feels like you're already pretty broken. Someone is in love with you, however, and they are at that romantic love and partnership level, and they're very attracted to you, and they do want to propose and be married to you. But you're not allowing it to move forward because you feel like they have more than one choice, or maybe you have more than one choice, and you're trying to weigh out your options and balance the forces to come up with a good plan. You have a King of Pentacles also kind of lurking, who's someone who is emotionally balanced. They are practical. They are really good with their money. They're usually really successful in whatever field they're in, but they're also in pursuit, and that would be a Taurus, Libra, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But you're not really letting anybody in. You're kind of, the Queen of Swords in general is a person who is very precise, and she's kind of like an ice cold bitch already. The Queen of Swords in reverse is twice as bad. She's not listening to shit. She's just saying anybody who tries to even come close to having a conversation about anything, she says nope. She cuts it off. Like, she's not talking about it, and she's not taking no shit from nobody. Because in the past, you put a lot of work into someone and you didn't see the fruits of your labor, and you gave up, or they gave up on you. And things didn't move forward, so you don't know what you want to do. You're trying to make a choice about what you want to do, but you don't really know. You have the Star card, which means there is going to be a renewal, and whatever your wish is and whatever miracle that you have for your life, it is about to come true. It's all about keeping and maintaining the boundaries, and it's a test of courage and persistence. The universe is trying to tell you to stay strong because you know what you want, and it's going to come in for you. And it's going to come in really fast. And there's going to be a lot of quick changes, and it's all about movement. Things are moving forward in your life. Someone wants to come home or come back to you. Maybe someone wants to get back together with you. Someone really does want to get married. And this fire sign, I don't know. Who is this fire sign? Just, they're ready. You have the Sun card, okay? The Sun card is material happiness. It's a joyous outcome. Enlightenment. It's all about walking away from the abusive relationship that you were in the past, or someone else was in the past. This toxic behavior. Maybe this other person needed to walk away from an abusive relationship, or you did. And no matter how much they try to manipulate the situation, or have tried to manipulate the situation, it's all about like throwing your energy into the wrong people, or maybe they were. Because you're kind of like reminiscing a little bit about someone right now. And I feel like your intuition is open to see the things that you're supposed to, because the High Priestess is very intuitive. She doesn't speak, but she knows because she sees everything ahead of time. And it's saying pretty much trust your intuition and trust yourself, because you know what you want. It's no more being this dull, cold, angry, aggressive person, because there were blocks in the way, and it's blocking your life, to be honest. It's blocking the things that are trying to come in for you. Because Temperance wants to balance your life out. Temperance wants to come in and balance out the good and the bad in your life. So I think that instead of giving up and retreating because you feel like you're a failure, it's time to have more confidence. Even though you come from a lot of family trouble and maybe a broken marriage in your family, or this is something that happened to you before, or this other person that you're dealing with, and you feel like you're really bored sometimes, and maybe there's a little bit of immaturity with the people that you've dealt with in the past, it's blocking your, it's blocking the stable things that want to come into your life. You really do need to follow your intuition and stop overthinking so much about all your financial setbacks. Because you really are learning new things, and you do want to begin something new and try to master your own craft to find your place in this world. But you feel some type of loss and regret, and you have a lot of grief in your life, and you feel really abandoned. But there is someone who wants to offer new love to you, and they want to be at this level with you. Someone who wants to nurture and help you and try to help support you and be there when you need it. So stop being so self-defensive and trying to do everything on yourself, by yourself. Because of maybe some past people that were in your life that weren't ready for a relationship, or maybe you weren't ready for a relationship in the past. Take the leap of faith, or someone does want to take the leap of faith with you, the Fool card. Someone wants a long-term security, but they're just really afraid of change. And you do have some people in your life that are gossiping and spying, kind of outside drama that you have going on with your situation, or just in general. I think it's you that feels like you need to retreat and maybe get some renewal, or be in solitude or recovery, because you don't feel very fulfilled in your current situation, but you are thinking about it. But you had some delays and setbacks and a lot of plans failing. The universe is trying to tell you to take control and have self-love and have confidence, because good things are coming for you. Even though you do have mixed feelings about what you want to do, and a lot of defeats and loss that you're feeling right now. You have the Lover's card. Someone really loves you, and someone wants this with you, and it's the ultimate balance of love between two people. And the Empress is all about new starts and abundance. So get out of your head, because you need to release all this stuff that you have going on. Release it so that you can have this new start in your life. And it might have something to do with money, but it has something to do with people that do want to come in and have a new beginning with you. So that's all I have 19 minutes later. Hope you guys have a good night.